What's up, everybody? Today we are here. Let me scoot over here, and I'm gonna move you over. All right. Um, Thank you for getting through this week, everybody. Thank you for, you know, doing your thing. Welcome everybody on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you everybody for being here. Um, this is going to be a lot about business. Today's topic today is about business and business tips, but of course, from a perspective coming from me, from my brain, I guess you could say. But first and foremost, um, let's ask, how are you guys feeling? What's going on with your energy and your energy this week? How have you guys been processing what's happening out there in the world today? I know there's a lot of stuff going on. California's still doing their thing. Hey, I'm back on TikTok. I'm able to do a TikTok live again. Very interesting. We all thought TikTok was going to be banished. There's a show called Traders, and the show Traders uh, is it takes takes place, I think, in like England or Great Britain or something like that. But one of their key phrases is like, "You will be banished." And so I walk around the house saying that to my dogs all the time. Um, but it's very interesting to see that TikTok is back. California fires are still going, and now it might go nuclear. This is what one of the officials said in California. It might go nuclear. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means um, that it will go nuclear, as in there's a nuclear plant nearby that's in danger, or is it a nuclear in the context that if it gets to a certain point, it's unmanageable, that it's just going to have to burn itself out. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I don't think I don't think I mean, I don't know. This is the first time I haven't felt bad necessarily. I don't want people to go and die or anything crazy like that, but I haven't felt bad. And this kind of makes me think of like when God um, destroys people, like societies and like neighborhoods and stuff like that. Millions and millions of people, you know, and it just makes me wonder, like, is it uh, is this God doing it? Is this a godly thing, or is this a demonic thing? What do you guys think about that? What do you think about this? Do you think the fires in California are something that God is planning to do? You have people coming from I think like Georgia. He just moved up and um, went to California and was like, "Hey, you guys need to move out of California. You guys need to move out of California." And what ended up happening is the fires. but the fires are always a thing in California. If you know, you know, it's always burning in California, but it's just weird. It's weird. It is weird. Some people say it's the devil. I truly don't know, man. I truly don't know. But here's what I will say. Um, God's will is the only way that is the only path for us all. The will of God is the only path for us all. And I know I sound kind of churchy right there, but it's true. Yeah. Yes, we have free will, but God knows all of everything. Hmm. So now that TikTok is unbanned temporarily, and this unbanning of TikTok, what ends up happening is if you have business on TikTok, you need to use this to your advantage. This is the second chance that I think a lot of people needed. This is the second chance, like whatever business that you have, it's best if you start to collect emails. And this is kind of gonna like segue right into my first topic today. Like, you need to collect emails. Okay, your emails. One second. Okay, um, you need to have a like control over your business. Okay, have control over your base, over the base of people who have who are viewing your product or services. If you don't, like, that's a bad business practice right there. And email marketing is the only way, other than going door to door or doing cold calls. Like, those are like the only way for you to get attention. And without attention, there's no possibility of anything. Trusting the algorithm for attention is not something that you should do. So social media platforms are great for exposure, but you don't own the platforms. We already know that you don't own the platforms. You can own the emails. And people keep their emails all like pretty much for their entire life. And what ends up happening is, like, I have an email that I kept for like, I think since I was 18. And if you don't know, I'm only 19 years old now. But what's happening now is that a lot of people are going to be priced out of their own business. Okay, a lot of people are going to be priced out of their own business because they don't have access to an audience anymore. This is the found like, you will forever have an audience if you collect emails. I think I have like I think like 3,000 emails. I think that's 3,000 different people that I will have at least access to. No, Sadie. No. No. I said no. Don't do that. No. Pepper. No. Sorry, my dogs. They always want to play when I'm on live stream. But the your emails are something very important that I think everybody on TikTok, if you have business, you need to start collecting. And It doesn't matter if you have a product based business or a service based business, because those are the only two types of business, product or service based. You need to be collecting emails. You don't know when you're going to start something down the line that you can shoot out an email to all 10,000 people that you've collected, and maybe only 500 people buy what you got to offer. But hey, that's 500 people that you only had to do a click of a mouse. That's so simple. Um, that's, I mean, a lot of people don't really take that into consideration. But I mean, and then on the other hand, there are like influencers that are like dancing and pandering, like who only get money from TikTok from views, like from views. And that is a horrible practice. Very horrible. You literally are no better than, like, you might as well just go back to your 9 to 5 job if that's how you're getting money. Because you are only relying on the algorithm, which TikTok's algorithm is not really reliable. Um, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube's algorithm, I think, are a lot more predictable. But it doesn't matter. Emails, emails, emails. Okay. Next up, we need to start to change the way we look at money. Okay, money. Um, what do you guys think about rich people? People who are rich, people who have lots of money. Are rich people evil? Are some of the most evil people in the world rich? They are savvy. Some say they are savvy. Hmm. Most of them are frugal. Yes. Somebody on YouTube said most of them are frugal. Yes. So rich people, um, I saw this rich man on TikTok. I think it was like a couple of days ago, and he was saying, I guess he was complaining that he that he doesn't want this new tax cut that President Trump is, I guess, giving him. He's like, we don't deserve it. I need to pay my fair share of taxes. And the only way that you don't pay your fair share is if you are committing tax fraud. So the government in the United States, the government in the United States um, pays you or gives you tax cuts if you are uh, able to provide a service that they can't. So like if you have Section 8 housing, what's happening? That's weird. All right, sorry about that. So if you have Section 8 housing, okay, the government will give you a tax cut. Why? Because you literally are providing for the community in ways that they can't. So they will give you a tax cut. Taxes are about you. Um, um, it's like an incentive bracket. So if you have a tax cut, That means you are being incentivized. I'll say that word wrong. You are doing something right in the eyes of the government, so they're basically rewarding you. So paying your fair share of taxes, if you're following the tax code, which is a law, you are paying your fair share. And if you are ever thinking that you need to not pay or not have a certain tax cut, don't claim it. Like that man that was complaining about, that he didn't want that certain tax cut, he didn't have to. When you file, just don't claim it. I promise you, you don't have to claim that tax cut. That's how taxes work. When you file, you can either itemize your stuff and then claim and bring receipts and all this stuff. And if you have business dinners, you want to claim those. You like if you have a car that you put underneath your business and you want to claim that. If you don't want to claim it, then don't bring the receipts. Don't file it. Okay, that's exactly how it works. So, no, Sadie, no, not right now. Thank you. No. So, um, we need to first understand that taxes are not evil. Like, taxes are only, they are voluntary, number one. Um, Number two, even as a a person on the whatever tax bracket that you are on, you have the ability to claim things and get a tax cut for it. It doesn't matter if you make $30,000. If you read the law, you can earn a tax cut. But a lot of people say money's evil. Money is evil. Now, do you know what evil even is? People say money is evil and they think that they're saying something, like, oh, I just said something. But do you even know what evil even is? The word evil, it means bad, vicious, wicked, or ill. Okay? So most evil is nonviolent. That's number one. Most evil is actually nonviolent. It's not something that, it's not even loud. Like most evil is not even loud. Most evil people are smiling in your face. Most evil people are sitting there smiling in your face. And they're pleasant. Most evil things they actually feel good, to be quite honest. Um, but that's another thing. But like when people say money is evil, where did you get that concept? We need to start to change our mindset on what money actually is. What money actually is. Money is currency. It's a store of value. What is currency? It's a condition of flow. Currency. The state or fact of flowing from person to person. The continuity of public knowledge. That's currency. So your currency, the money that you give, it's just a store of value. But then we have to understand what value is. Value is it means intrinsic worth. Okay? Value is intrinsic worth. So the value that you have, it's only observed from somebody else. It's impossible for you to see your own value. There's no like they might not directly tell you like, oh, Kyle, I find you so valuable. But there are signs that you understand your level of value. And you're like with people, are people using your methods? If you're trying to help single moms, are people talking about your ebook? Are people signing up for your classes? Are people asking you for advice in your DMs, or asking you for guidance and stuff like that? So like your value, you can't see your own value. It needs to be reflected. So when we talk about evil, sorry, I went on a little rabbit hole thing there, but when we talk about evil, there's a misconception when it comes to money, because money itself is not evil. Money is currency, just like your attention. That's why they say pay attention. Your attention is currency. It's flowing from you to me. Or if you are here, I'm looking at the comment section, the chat, and now my attention is on that. And now my attention is on that. So attention is just another type of currency. If we paid in seashells for our bread and milk and stuff like that, that would be, seashells would be a type of currency. Money is a type of currency, a store of value. And how much is $1? Well, $1 is $1. It's because we say it's $1. The value of the dollar bill is only worth $1. Okay, value is what we put. It is the worth that we put on it. All right. So moving on. Since money is not evil, money itself is not evil. There is a misconception that people who are rich are evil because they have a lot of money. They must be greedy, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. They must have hidden, stomped people out on their way up, like Puff Daddy. And of course, every single rich person is evil, because how can there be, a rich person if there are poor people in the world? Why can't they just give all of their money away so they can be just like everybody else? That is the crabs in a barrel mindset right there. Right there, that is the crab in a barrel mindset right there. If you think that all rich people should give all of their money away so that they don't, so that they're not rich, you need to reevaluate how you are looking at money. Your mindset about money is flawed, and it needs to change ASAP. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money, meaning if you love money more than you love God and more than you love people, you will do evil. It does not mean that everything evil comes from money. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, please let me know. If you love money more than you love God and or more than you love people, you will do evil. Okay? Okay. Well, thank you, April from YouTube. So yes, people people can be evil. Okay, people can lie to you. People can lie about you. People can put curses on you. People can walk around and, try and poison the water that you drink, pop your tires, really do evil things to you, about you, in your name, and all this other crazy stuff. But money itself is not evil. It's the demons that possess you or that make you do evil things if you love money more than you love God. Now, why? And not that you are infatuated with money, okay? It's what are you working for? Why are you even going to work? Is it if it's only for money? I'm here to tell you, then you probably love money more than you love God. If you're going to work because God told you to, but then here comes something else. People don't understand how to even listen to God. People don't understand when God is talking to you. Like, for example, did you know boredom? Boredom is when God is talking to you. Boredom is not an emotion. Boredom is intuition. Boredom is when God is telling you that you are not supposed to be here in this specific spot doing this specific thing. Okay? So, and this is like the level of confusion. It just gets real muddy and it keeps on getting you muddy. Because you want to correct something, but then you have to unlearn something else. And it's like, Jesus, I thought I just, ugh. But, oh, hey guys, on, what's this? Instagram. People are coming in. All right. So, God wants you to prosper. Okay? God wants you to prosper. Why would he put you in the land of abundance, in the Garden of Eden, where everything is free? From every tree you can freely eat. Why would he put you there? Only to so that you can survive and so that you aren't thriving. That's not how that doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. He put gold in the Garden of Eden. Did you know that? He put gold in the Garden of Eden. And he also said that the gold was good. It's true. It's true. He put it in the Garden of Eden. So the purpose of money, okay, money is a store of value. Money is God's resource. But the devil also provides for his children as well. Do you know what God's children look like? Or what they symbolize, what their persona is. They are like sheep. I wonder why so many people talk bad about sheep. But then on the other hand, there are so many depictions of the devil with goat-like features. The goat. And horns and stuff like that. Why is that? And why do we call people the goat? I'm just saying. Is that a coincidence or not? Anyway, I want to talk a little bit more about 3 demons that make you poor. And God does not want you to be poor, okay? Poor as in the actual amount of money you have and your mindset on money, okay? And I want to tell you that most people who are who actually have a little bit of money are poorer than people who have a lot of money, and it's not just because of the percentage difference. And it starts with the first demon of called Mammon, the demon of greed. Okay, Mammon is the demon of greed, and he makes you poor. And he tries to keep you poor, and he is and represents materialism, and it keeps people enslaved to wealth and possessions. Greed, it gets you to become obsessed with desire, with the desire. So it's not just, oh, I want a lot of money. It's oh, I have to work as hard as I can for the money. It's like the grind. Greed is ambition personified. Greed is if you can make ambition a person, a human being, that would be greed. Greed. Okay? Greed is not something anybody should want, but greed gets you to idolize possessions. A very clever way of being greedy and not knowing it is when you worship your crystals. If you are a crystal worshiper, this is something I think you guys should for real pay close attention to. Somebody on Instagram said exactly. It's true. Okay? When you idolize actual possessions, like your shoes, if you have to have the best shoes and you keep them like immaculately clean, like being clean is one thing, but keeping them immaculately clean, like obsessively clean, it's a big indication that you are idolizing possessions over God. No false gods in here. And it's not just like what you feel, okay? It's not what you feel, it's your actions. Your actions follow design, okay? So like here is a chair. Like I'm sitting in a chair. I had to actively sit down. My actions follow the design of the chair. Now, if you are showcasing something over and 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 over, that is a sign of worship. Worship, by design, is it's idolizing. So when you are putting one thing like a crystal or your zodiac signs in the place of where God should be, this is idolizing. Okay? And when you are doing it in the form by greed, okay? Materialism. You are idolizing it. So the people who have mansions, like 60 rooms, this ungodly amount of a number of rooms, most of them are empty, like there's nobody living in them. You don't even visit them. They're dusty. It's quite often, or quite, like I'm pretty sure that that type of person is greedy. They're possessed by mammon. The next demon that makes you poor. Oh wait, and there are more greedy poor people than there are greedy rich people. It's just simple, more easy to detect a greedy rich person. But greed actually keeps people poor than it does rich. Greed, the demon of greed, it makes you poor. It does not make you rich. I will be quite frank here. And if you don't believe me, so if this is why when people win the lottery, like $300 million, 2 years, 3 years down the line, they're broke again. Why? Because they idolize material things. and the demon has won. Okay. So next is Belphegor. Okay, Belphegor is the demon of sloth and laziness, and it leads people to avoid hard work and to avoid their responsibility. So Belphegor, or the demon of sloth, it gets you to idolize your sensation of being comfortable. Being comfortable, if you are possessed with the demon of sloth or Belphegor, you will, okay, you will fight tooth and nail, find any way possible to remain comfortable. You're anti-growth at this point. You are anti-growth. You don't care about growing. What you care about is feeling good at any cost. So this is why I say all of your addictions, whether if you're hooked on drugs, alcohol, pornography, sugar, like I don't know, any addiction that you can think of. If you have an addiction eating couch cushions, that strange TV show, it is ran by the demon of sloth. Your like sloth fights for you to be comfortable. So anything, excuse me, anything that you were comfortable in, sloth puts an image in your head, and now you have this thing called nostalgia. Nostalgia actually is a branch of anger, but you just want to go back to the good times. So you find things that resemble the good times. Nostalgia. So you can be comfortable. Oh, in middle school, it was a good time for me when I didn't have to pay bills. So now you think getting rich and going on vacations is your destination because you associate the level of comfort with doing nothing and paying no bills, sitting at the beach versus middle school. Okay? The demon of sloth works in weird ways. The demon of sloth, I will tell you, is a demon of laziness, but it's the demon that is most at work. This demon is most at work. You make no mistake about it. Okay? Next, the next demon that keeps you poor is the demon of Leviathan, the demon of pride. Pride and envy. Okay? Actually, pride, envy, and deception. It causes people to mismanage resources and reject godly wisdom in favor of self-interest. Being prideful, it means you are self-centered. You are arrogant. The Leviathan is often depicted as a sea serpent. I like to pick it as like a crocodile or what else? Like crocodile or alligator. There you go, an alligator. So if you know how they eat, like when they eat like a zebra or something, they have to clamp down. They clamp down really hard. They pull it down, and they have to twist. Okay, and after they're done twisting, if they can't tear off the leg or whatever, they have to. They then shake it back and forth. They shake it back and forth to get it to, I guess, break off. So use that as a metaphor or an analogy, one of those two, to real life. When you argue, Leviathan is here. You argue, you're bouncing the energy from one person to another. back and forth and back and forth. And now you're like, I didn't do this. Well, yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Yeah. So you're just really, you're going back and forth. And that back and forth, it only breeds more of that prideful demon called Leviathan. Okay? So next, it's definitely like these forces keep people trapped in poverty and in the poverty mindset and hinder them from embracing prosperity. Let's be clear about that. Next, okay, empaths, people with the spiritual gift of empathy. You guys are great leaders. You guys should be business owners. Okay, you guys should be business owners because empaths have a very good ability to connect to others on a very deep level, a deep emotional and spiritual level. This makes you great candidates for business owners because you can meet people's needs who don't even speak them. You can build authentic relationships, not only with your customers or clients, but with your employees. Empaths, you need to, for real, start planning business. Okay, start planning business. Your ability to anticipate the needs of others is in parallel to any other person. Okay. Empaths can use their gift as their gift of connection, of compassion to serve others in business, and this will align their purpose. And remember, people follow what they can trust. And if you as an empath can connect to somebody, you can get them to trust you. And if you're genuine about your business, you then will be able to get so much more clients this way. All right, empaths, that was for you. God does not want you to be employees. I've said this to a few people. God does not want you to be employees. God designed you to be creators. God designed you to be an entrepreneur, not employees. The Bible teaches about stewardship and leadership in Proverbs 22 and 7. Proverbs 22 and 7. Let me pull it up for you. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the lender. Okay? Well, it's not loading. Oh well. Let me close that. But it's true. God designed you to be creators. I'll just say that. Okay? Why? Because you are a creator. You are a creator. And the creator created you. And God created three types of things in existence. Okay? God created three types of things in all of existence. There is a thing called a creation. Okay? A creation is like a rock, a pencil, a tree, like a raindrop. Okay? Those are creations. Then we have things like creatures. We have dogs, cats, birds, giraffes, creatures. Then we have creators. God created us in his image. Okay, so we already are creators. A dog is not a creator. God did not make a dog in his image. God said, let the ocean bring forth and let the land bring forth. So God delegated the land and the sea authority to bring forth creatures. And then fish started, swimming, and birds started flying, dogs started walking, and dinosaurs and all this stuff. So then we definitely were not from that. We didn't come from monkeys. We are creators. Since we are made in his image, we have godlike qualities. We are not gods. Or like we are not gods. We are not the God. Okay? We are creators. And creators produce content. Content creators. That's where that phrase comes from. Because in the beginning was the Word. And before any action, a word must first exist. Okay? Before any action, before any product, a word or a series of words must exist. Must exist. Like it's just part of the design. Even if you don't ever speak a word, you have to use words to even think. Did you know that? You have to use words to think. You cannot use words or think without words. Even in your imagination, if you just want to bring up an image in your mind of an apple, there has to be words there first. You don't know, but you're talking to yourself. Bring up the image of an apple. Boom. And then you see an apple. That's exactly how it works. Very good. Okay, so since you are not supposed to be employees, if you don't believe me, are you being fulfilled in your current job? Yes or no in the comment section if you're brave. I know your employer might be looking at you, but do you feel fulfilled in your current job? I'm going to just go ahead and say no. Well, at least one person said no. But very interesting. So purpose, okay, purpose, if you don't know if you are in your purpose, a good indication that you are in your purpose is when you feel fulfilled. A sense of fulfillment. Not enjoyment, okay, not excitement and not fun. It's a sense of fulfillment, like, oh, I think I actually made an impact today. The sensation of fulfillment or being fulfilled is when you think or feel as if you made an impact in the world. Okay? So, next. Let's go on to next. We already talked about emails. Networking. Yes, your net worth is your network. Okay? People are so afraid to talk to strangers. First, it started off with stranger danger and all this great stuff. That actually is very smart. Stranger danger. But when you are out and about at the grocery store, isn't it hard for you to make eye contact with people? Do you quickly like look up and notice that somebody's like head is just turned your way, but so you quickly turn away to not want to talk to them. You know, God made God made Eve for Adam, right? We are meant for each other. Humans need other humans. It's not it's not good for a person to be in isolation for long. It's just true. But then we have the ability to walk past somebody who's made in God's image and to not even smile. To me that's very disheartening. So your network will then never grow. You can never have a possibility of meeting millionaires out there or meeting somebody who's just waiting to mentor somebody. Some people will do it for free, but if you don't even look at how people like some people might need help. Some people might genuinely need help, but you don't ever want to help them. Don't you guys find that troubling? Nobody wants to connect anymore. We are all on our own FTX, as we would call it in the military. We're all on our own in our own exercise. We're all doing our own thing. By doing that, like you are ruining community. Community starts and ends with you. For real. You think, oh, there's like the community is trash. It's because you don't talk to people. It's because you don't say hello to people. It's because you're not asking about how people's day is going. And like because you don't want to be talked to for so long. It's your fault. It's not the fault of anyone else's. You are at fault because there is no community. I'm sorry to tell you. And because there's no community, there's no possibility of networking. And then there's no possibility of you learning about a new job opportunity or a new business or a new like neighborhood meeting about real estate. Like there's no possibility. There's no possibility of you ever learning about any opportunity ever if you don't talk to people. Is this making sense? You don't talk to people, there's no way you will get ahead. But networking is is actually a spiritual thing. Why? Well, how do you know the word if you don't know the word? How do you know the word if you don't know the word? The word spirit. The word spirit, it means breath. Okay, the word spirit, it means breath. The word spirituality, it means the art of breathing. So your breath pattern dictates a whole bunch of things in life, and anything that has life has breath. Anything that has breath has spirit. It's just that simple. Okay, it's just that simple. So when you are talking, you are then passing spirits from one person to another. When you're venting, you're dumping spirits. It's a transfer of spirit right there. Oh, let me just get it off of my chest. So now I have to just tell you, and now so if you aren't talking to people, you're not making that spiritual connection. Then there's no possibility of networking. There's no possibility of creating the spider web in spirit. You are your own dot of sand on the beach. And you're not allowing yourself to connect. Keyword, you're not allowing yourself to connect. The woman in the Bible that was crying because she was thirsty. And Jesus said, wipe your eyes, or open your eyes. And she opened her eyes, and then there was a well of water. The water was always there. The water was always there. You guys think that people aren't in the room with you and they're walking in the grocery store. Your network is screaming your name. You have the ability to network every single day. Every day you go out of your house, you have the ability to network with real people, not online. You have to fight that fear. Oh, I don't know how to talk. You know what? Here's what you do. You walk up to somebody and you say, hey, I'm working on my courage today. Can I just have a little conversation with you? You will be surprised how many people open up completely and give you tons of congratulations. What if somebody walked up to you today and said that to you? Hey, excuse me, I'm working on my courage. Can I just have a quick conversation with you? Wouldn't you be so happy to talk to them? Wouldn't you be so thrilled to sit and just have a 5-minute conversation? You would. So I want you to do that today. If you go out, have some courage. Hey, I'm working on my courage. Can I just have a brief conversation with you? Yes, your heart will pump, but that's the fear fighting you. That's the demons fighting you. You can win that. Why? Because the demons only have power if you allow the urge to rule you. If you allow the emotion to be your leader, you will always lose. And emotions are not real. Your emotions were never real. They are like the dark. Is the dark real? When you turn the lights off, is the darkness real? Does the darkness have physical existence? No, it does not. There's no reality to darkness. But I can see darkness. Yes, you can. But in reality, if you start thinking, you just can't see light. That's what darkness is. That's what darkness is. Your eyes are designed to only operate in light, to only reflect light. We can only see the moon because the sun is reflecting off of it. If there was no sun, we could not even detect the moon. Is this making sense to everybody? So when you are out today, you need to, just one person, I'm charging you, listening to this. And I mean this, every single person listening to this. When you go out today to a stranger, to somebody that you are not familiar with, go up to them and say, I'm working on my courage. Can I have a 5-minute conversation with you? Okay, thank you. Networking is about working together to achieve mutual growth and success. What is success? Okay, because success leads right into wealth. What is success? Success is when you do things as you are designed to do. Birds fly. Fish swim. They are successful. God designed everything to be successful. Period. You are a creator. You are supposed to create. You are supposed to create. When you create for others, when you create, people view that as valuable. People will see that and think, oh, Kyle's valuable. He's creating. Then they will want to buy that from you. They will exchange the money in their pocket for what you have created. Creators create. Okay? When you do things according to your design, that is success. Now, this is a strange place to be because even rich people don't feel successful because some of them They are not doing what they are designed to do. They are not creating. Some rich people are not creating. They're just managing. When you're not creating, you don't feel successful. Successful is a product of uh, uh, intentional productivity. Okay, sorry. So, whatever your purpose is, okay, whatever your purpose is in life, it is to create something, okay? Part of your purpose is to create something. Part of your purpose is to create something, whatever it is, whether it be like you are creating space for people to emotionally heal, or you're creating space for young women. You're creating space for the homeless. You're creating space for whatever type of people, person, or something. You will feel successful. You will feel successful. This is business. This is kingdom business right here. Creating space for people or things, and then having the wherewithal to develop a marketing plan so that people can then easily buy what you are creating. That's kingdom business. But it's time for you to network. You cannot network if you don't talk to people. Now, nobody said that you will talk to one stranger today. So I want you to put in the comment section that I will talk, or no, put I will in the comment section if you will have a 5-minute conversation with a stranger today. Put I will in the comment section on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, or YouTube, or on TikTok. If you will work to fight your fear of being shy. Because guess what? You're not shy, and you're not an introvert. If you have a spiritual gift, you're not an introvert. You're not designed that way. That's why when you are alone as this so-called introvert, empath, healer, teacher, evangelist, you get depressed because you're not designed that way. You're in the dark for too long. You're only supposed to rest. You're not supposed to stay in the dark. Thank you. Okay, next. So I only got 2 people so far. I guess it's only going to be 2 people today. You can't force a horse to drink. You can lead him up to water, but you can't force him to drink. Now, next, why free stuff isn't valuable. So I am an online spiritual coach or a spiritual consultant. I talk to people all the time. I have online coaching programs. I have ebooks. I do one-off like sessions, one-on-one. This morning, I conducted an experiment. I gave 2 people a free introductory session. Free. Absolutely free. I sent them a link to my calendar, and I said, you set the date and the time that you will be available for our Zoom call. And what ended up happening, and they were both for 1 hour each. So I was going to talk about them and help them for 1 full hour for free. So 2 hours of my day, 2 hours of my day, I devoted to these two people. They didn't show up. Yes, they had reminders. Yes, they had two separate reminders sent to them to their phone and email. They still did not show up. There's a reason why free things are not valuable. Because by the very nature of money, you need to pay to require, by the very nature of business. Either it's a product or a service-based business. Either it's a product or a service-based business. By the very nature of business, it requires an exchange. It requires the currency. Okay, so if you give your stuff away for free without the requirement of currency, it's not business. It's charity. If you want to do charity and give stuff away for free, frame your structure differently, and then you will see people coming in and actually partaking. But if it's business and you want to get clients, giving stuff away for free, people don't do it. I've tried it all. I've tried giving away ebooks for free. I've tried giving away courses for free that are worth thousands of dollars for free, and it does not work. It never works. I've tried giving away free sessions that were both of these hour-long sessions this morning were $150 each, and I gave them away for free, and they didn't show up. And they did not show up. So what now I do is I charge at least $10 so that now you have skin in the game. Now you know that you have some level of value invested. Now, guess what? If you don't show up, thank you for that donation. I'll take it. People tend to value what they pay for. This is what I'm getting at. Okay? God calls us to be a steward to our resources widely, including your time and energy and your expertise. So never discount your stuff. Never. Trust me. If you have a premium offer, okay, something that is like $10,000 plus, never give it away for free. You want to serve people. Your goal is not to serve everybody. You are not here as charity. You are a business. You're not charity. Giving away everything for free is not going to get clients. You're going to get people who don't even want to grow themselves, and they're going to abuse your time. Is this making sense? Okay? If you are giving your time away for free in business, you are not being a good steward of your time and doing the opposite doing the opposite of what God tells you to do is a sin. Okay, so if you are not taking care of your calendar, if you're not time blocking, if you just accept random phone calls from people that you don't have like scheduled, and you're talking on the phone for hours, you're misusing the time of the Creator. This is it's a sin, okay? So people who are in business, they have an issue sometimes pricing their products correctly. Why? Because compensation is somehow connected to compassion. And I'm about to offend somebody. But if you have issues receiving love, then you also will have issues receiving money appropriately. So if you spent, or let's just say you have an online course, and this online course, let's say it took you like a month to build, and you have PowerPoint, you have like film, and you have a script for all your videos, and it's very, very well thought out, and you're like, man, I can't wait to make money off of it. But you want to price it at $10 because you want everybody to be able to afford it. This is something you should really pay attention to because you deserve at least $500 for everybody who is participating in your course. Just that simple. Just that simple. You need at least $500 per person who is at least, okay? And that's the bottom number. But if you are like, well, people who are like single moms or single dads or, who are in the hood, who are broke, if they're broke, they should be able to have access to your free content. That all they need to do is pay with their attention, not with their money. Okay. So, next, in business, you are providing. Okay, you are providing. You are not giving. Okay, you are providing a service. Okay, now there's a difference between serving and giving. There's a difference between serving and giving. Okay, service is included in the process of providing. Okay, service is included in the process of providing. So when you are a provider, you are serving. When you are a provider, you are not giving. Okay, so provision or to provide, it just means to supply the needs of. To supply the needs of. You are just supplying what people need. Kind of like a homeless kitchen. Where homeless people or the less advantaged, they can go up and get food. The food's there. They aren't giving it out. They're just providing it. They are offering it. Hey, it's here if you want it. If you don't want it, cool. If you want it, cool. Okay, giving is on the opposite end of taking. Give and take. Give and take. When you give, you are yielding to pressure. Okay? The word give, it means to yield to pressure. Take, to take. To take, it means to seize by force. To seize by force. So when you are seizing by force, like one example is child support. If the person didn't volunteer to be on child support, like in the process of child support, and that person is put on child support, then you are now taking money. That is not provision. He or she is giving money. He's yielding to pressure, whether it be legal pressure, social pressure, give and take. But serving comes from a place of strength and purpose, and it aligns with your values. It's always sustainable. When you are serving, it's always sustainable. Why? Because you are just offering it. Like, hey, if the food is here, if you want it, if you don't want it, it's not. You're not overdoing it. So service is always, it comes from a place from the Creator. This is why part of your purpose is creating. Part of your purpose is creating. Now, what you are going to create, I don't know. I do not know. Only you do. But if you want to find out, jump on a Zoom live, jump on a Zoom call with me, and we will figure that out over time. God tells us to serve joyfully and without reluctance. In 2 Corinthians 9 and 7. Service is an offering, not a sacrifice. Service is an offering, not a sacrifice. When you think your service is a sacrifice, you confuse the sensation, and now you think service is slavery. This is where a lot of people get confused. Service is not slavery. It's an offering. You should do it with joy. It's voluntary. Does that make sense to everybody? Thank you, everybody on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, next. Oh, that's it. So, remember, okay, you guys start an email list. Have healthy boundaries. You guys need to network today. Okay? Talk with one person that you do not know in person. Make it in person. Do not do it online. This is comfortable. The demon of sloth wants to get you comfortable. Okay? Stop discounting your services or your product. Okay? And remember, okay, you don't have to work harder. Work higher. You don't have to work harder, work higher. What does that mean? There's 4 levels of value. 4 levels of value. The very lowest level is when you are using your time and effort. This is the implementation level. Okay? This is when you are the 9 to 5 cashier, you are the accountant, you are the nurse, you are the doctor, you are the construction worker, you are the chef. Okay, this is when you are going to work. So you are limited here. The very bottom, you can only make a max of, like, I don't know. If you're lucky, you'll be in the 6-figure range, and the 6 figures. The idea, the concept of 6 figures is what keeps poor people poor. The goal of making 6 figures is what keeps you poor. You don't need to have that low level of thinking. Six figures is for poor people. Oh, I just want a six-figure job. Who made that up? What about seven figures? What about six-figure days? Why can't that ever be in your brain? It's only six-figure jobs. Like I just want a six-figure job, and oh please, this stranger that I don't know, you want this stranger to have some type of pity against you, like for you, so that they can just give you the money. That is not how it's supposed to work. You don't beg people. You talk to God. You pray to God. You beg God, not people. People aren't your masters. They're not your saviors. So your I'm sorry. These the six figure is not a goal. It should never have been a goal. It's a trick. It's a trick the demon of sloth has used and is using on many of us today. Don't entertain that conversation with anybody else ever again. If somebody says that to you, brings that up, oh, my goal is I want a six-figure man. You need to respond with, I just want a six-figure day. Okay? Somebody say in the comments, six-figure days. I want a six-figure day. Not a six-figure job or a six-figure man. I want a six-figure day. God, give me a six-figure day. Because in the land of abundance, that's only a six-figure day. Keyword only. That's only a six-figure day. That's nothing for abundance. You know how much money we send to Ukraine? You don't think God has enough resources to give you a six-figure day? Are you kidding me? It's just mind-blowing. God has placed incredible potential in you. Whatever spiritual gift that you have, if you are an empath, if you are a healer, if you are a teacher, if you have God in your sights, if you can, if you have hope in your heart, weeping may come but for a night, but joy comes in the morning. If you are full of joy, if God is your Lord and Savior, it is very possible, probable, it is, because I am that I am. You are built for service. You are built for offering your creativity to God's children. Once people see this, God will see this, and then God will send you resources. God will make sure that you are taken care of. The more people you serve, the more the more great you will be. That's just how it is. God says in Matthew, I think Matthew, in the book of Matthew, in the Bible, it says, the greatest among you will be a servant. That is not poetry. That is principle. It works in every aspect of life. It's like the law of gravity. Like God created the law of gravity, He also created other laws. The greatest among you will be a servant. Serve more, get more. Right? If you do more bad, you get more bad. If you do more good, you do more good. If you serve people, they'll pay you more. But you have to have something to serve them with. It's just true. Always thank God first. Whatever you do, just keep thanking God. Even when it's bad, thank God. Even when it's tough, thank God. Even when you don't think that you're going to be able to pay your rent, thank God. Even when, God is putting you through training, thank God. Even when God is taking some of your health, thank God. Even when God is, taking some of your family members away from you, thank God. Even when God is, allowing you to embrace the pain of business growth, thank God. Even when God is telling you what humbleness is, thank God. It's time for you to start thanking God way more. Put God in your forefront and things start to change. It's crazy. Some people don't even believe in God. Those are the strange people. Because even atheists believe in God. Isn't that something? Even atheists believe in God. But the people that just don't believe in a God, isn't that strange? Thank you for the love and all the gifts. So remember purpose, okay? Next week, we're going to talk about purpose, okay? But in business, your purpose, you should be living in your purpose because of your purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, if you've not discovered that, you will be living or experiencing a thing called misery. And this misery thing, it's torment. It's it's not where you are supposed to be. Do not let these demons win. Your purpose is to serve. You are supposed to serve people. When you say deep down, I just want to help people. I don't want to see people hurting. I don't want to see people angry or depressed. What do you think this is? This is that intuitive call. This is the intuition telling you, is trying to bring out the servant in you. You somehow need to package that urge to serve into a product or a service that people can buy and trade money from. But if you would like to have a discussion with me about your purpose, we can definitely do that. One on one, you and me. Who wants to come up now? No, I'm joking. No one's coming up now. But if you want to do like a Zoom call with me, one on one, just send me a DM, send me an email. There's many ways to contact me. I try to make it as simple as possible. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. I got 4 people over there today. Thank you, everybody on TikTok. I have 16 people today. I love each and every one of you. I'm going to stay on for a little bit, but I need to use the restroom. So I will be right back. And don't go anywhere. But if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. And I'll read them right when I come back. All right. So let me check Facebook. Let me see. Probably nobody. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anything? Any questions? So there's nothing on Facebook. Any questions about anything? I want to know. I want to know your questions. Thank you everybody for being here. I hope this has blessed you. This is probably one of the more mundane topics because it's business, but I really hope this has blessed you. I really, really do. But I don't see any questions. Talk to people. Yes, you do need to talk to people. How about this? Today, everyone listening to me, talk to somebody new, stranger, and go up to them. And the first thing I want you to say is, I'm working on my courage. Can I have a 5-minute conversation with you? Please. Just do that with one person. But me asking you that, I want you to how did that request feel? How did that request actually feel? Did it feel like I can almost guarantee that you were against it. You were, oh no, I ain't doing that stuff, man. You crazy. What? No. Try it. Just give it a try. Oh, it's the shit hitting the fan now, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a free falling off of a cliff or something. Aww. Okay. So, um, I really hope you guys are taking advantage of this TikTok. I don't think it's gonna be here for long. I don't think that you guys are gonna be able to have all of your TikToks. So if you are not saving your videos, saving the sounds that you like, restructuring your business so that you can actually like collect emails, lead generation, all that good stuff, you're doing yourself a disservice. Don't just get back on here and enjoy it only. You got to have some type of structure. But it sounds like, or it looks like everybody's pretty much done here. I hope everybody's doing well. Don't let the snow get you. Okay. I always say that love is the only way. If you didn't know, now you know.